Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Strong Collectors Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan, with my co host, Dakota, who is just off camera, because today we are showing off a very cool custom diorama piece that is actually part of our current giveaway. It is made by Mac Creations Dioramas by a friend of ours, Wesley Jackson, and we kind of just wanted to show this off a bit just because it's a little bit different from our other giveaways, which have traditionally been figures. But we just kind of wanted to show you guys a look at what all would be involved in this dio should you be selected as the winner. So it is 12. Yeah.
I was going to say, in order to win this, make sure
Yes.
that you go back to our Retro X-Men speculation episode. That'll be listed down in the description below and probably a tag up in the corner. You got to comment on what you expect to be some of the next Retro X-Men that Hasbro creates. And like Jordan was about to say, I believe, going to get into some of the specs of this. So it's a 12 by 12 diorama piece. So I believe that's meant to be able to fit within a Detolf shelf. Not that either Jordan or I have one of those, but if you do, this should fit in there perfectly. The figures are not included. I'm just trying to show some scale here with what we've got. But if I take Venom and Spider-Man off, you can kind of see the full dio, and included is going to be these like trash accessories here, box full of trash, and then the palette of kind of junk to go with your display. I did bring in one of the Toy Biz. I believe this came with Rhino. Just wanted to see how that would kind of look if you added that in there. So blends in pretty well.
Man, that thing is pretty big. I mean, that's like a good size dio. And that's cool. So is that like sculpted in the
so if I bring it up a little bit closer here, I'll take the trash off. So you can see kind of the brickwork here is sculpted in. The damaged like brick parts, the smashed up wall here, that's all sculpted in. You can put your finger up in there. This piece is like fixed on here. So if the winner is going to get this one, but if you wanted to do another similar one like this, Wesley could move that around if you needed it somewhere else or take it off completely. He could also do the custom tags here. He's got DK. I don't know if he knows my name is Dakota Keith, but because I think you would call
BT
me like
for me
for Big Tuna.
Yes, exactly.
Another cool thing about this is it's magnets. So you could swap this off if you wanted to get other wall pieces, and they just click right in there. So that's kind of a cool touch. You could also do multiple sided walls. He's got a hallway diorama. You can go on his page and see that setup, and he's got like lights coming down from the top. It's pretty cool. And then I'll add in some other characters for size reference. So start off with like a Mezco Wolverine. Pretty good spacing. Put him all the way back against the wall.
You still had that guy.
Well, technically, actually, Wesley has him bought-ish. He's on hold for Wesley. So go buy some of his dioramas.
Here's how he looks on your work.
Right. And then we'll bring in a Spawn figure.
Ooh.
So
Spawn
I think
is natural habitat.
Right. Give him some trash pieces up in there. And that. Give it a little bit of Spawn alley. I mean, you could tell Wesley too, like, hey, I want this to look all rough and dingy. I'm going to put the throne back there from Throne Spawn and have him sitting in his trash. I'll take those off. We'll add in some army builders. So we got the army builders from the 2-pack. This is from another 2-pack. And then this is just the trooper, I believe. So you can fit multiple on there. I mean, you could probably even have like a Spider-Man hanging up from the wall. You could have goons beat up on the ground. But yeah, pretty cool. I'll take those off. And then see how gargoyles look up there. The Steel Clan, his wingspan is going to be too big, but if you have them with their folded down wings, that's going to work a little bit better. And I'll flash up some pictures of like actual photography that I do with this too. So
I was gonna say, I bet this would be sweet for photos.
yeah, I'm definitely planning on taking some pictures to add in over here. And then I'll put those up on our social medias too. Definitely going to want the folded down wings for the gargoyles, because like I can show you with steel clan, even a 12 by 12 diorama piece is not big enough for how big they are. So it's close, but just doesn't quite work so well. And I don't know if this isn't probably the scale you would want for, or not the scene you would want for your Cosmic Legions, but you can kind of see how that looks in there. Can add in a Mythic Legion Knight. So skill would work well with them too. So if you wanted something more, space or knight like,
right,
let him know. He can do it. Let's see. I think we've had Marvel Legends. We've had Mezco. Let me put in a Mafex figure. Here's the Mafex Steel. He fits in there pretty well. I think if I was going to do, like if I was going to commission Wesley to do a dio for my Mezcos, or my Mafexes with those wired capes, I'd probably want a little bit bigger. But for your Legends, I think this is going to be completely perfect. How about some Animal Warriors of the Kingdom? Boom, there's Pale. And the last random one,
of course,
there's Peely. I don't know why I bought him. Well, I mean, I know why I bought him. I just kind of buyer's regret now that I have him. It kind of sucks, but he's funny. So there's Peely.
So that is a little bit of some of the specs, up close look at the dio piece. Which, yeah, I think that thing is really cool, man. I do agree. I think this is definitely the coolest giveaway we've had. So I think the figures are cool, but I think this kind of thing is neat because, like, how often do you, at least usually for yourself, I don't think to like get dio pieces.
Right.
But I think that one looks really good. I'm really impressed by that. So,
and usually they're just kind of too expensive for me to really consider getting dios. Wesley's got this style. If you wanted this 12 by 12 type of dio, he was saying it's $60. And then you pay whatever the exact shipping is on top of that. But as far as other dios go, I think that's like incredibly reasonable. And yeah, I mean, the details on here, like the extra painting, you'll probably be able to see it more in like the photography that I've been flashing up, but it's not just like gray flooring. He's got it like weathered and everything.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's like shade or, there's like texture.
And there's even like
to it, so
little tiny holes within the concrete, like you would with a regular sidewalk.
Yeah.
So lots of cool details in there. I can kind of show you if I take it apart. Backside is unpainted, bottom's unpainted. So I don't know, you don't have to worry about like rubbing off anything there. But then, like I said, too, you could build off of this however you wanted to. But yeah, winner is going to get this. So go back to that giveaway video, the Retro X-Men speculations. That'll be how you enter to win this. But if you wanted to do something similar to this or commission Wesley to do your own diorama, the link for that is going to be down in the description below. Just send him a message and then you can kind of chat with him about what your vision is for your diorama. So make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing because this is not our last giveaway. We hope to do a lot more in the future, but this is our coolest giveaway. So until next time, stay strong.